the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
This half hour on Good Morning Suncoast, TV anchor Charlie Rose admits to allegations made by former female assistants. We'll tell you what could be next for the longtime host. President Trump calling North Korea a state sponsor of terrorism. We'll tell you how this could influence the ongoing nuclear conflict. And a crocodile gives tourists quite the surprise. We'll tell you how the reptile washed up on a popular Florida beach. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning. Welcome to a slightly milder day, about 10 degrees more than yesterday.
Big difference. All depends on wind direction and cloud cover, I'm assuming. We're going to check in with meteorologist John Scalzi, where I definitely saw the grayness already settling in as we get towards sunrise, John.
I know. The clouds have kind of rolled in. The humidity is back. And we've set the stage for that transition to a little bit better rain chance over the next 4 or 5 days. We have some showers right now working their way closer to inland counties, Hardee and DeSoto. But, you know, those kind of are falling apart as they get closer to us. Nevertheless, that line will help to destabilize our atmosphere. Now, out in the Gulf, we do have a line of showers and even thunderstorms that's gradually drifting in this direction. The two will meet up, and that will eventually bring better rain chances to the west coast of Florida. Put our rain chance today at about 60% later in the day. Cloud cover also increasing. We'll see those clouds thicken and deepen. The majority of the rain will fall north of us, but there'll be enough cloud cover around to keep our temperatures from falling off much below where they are right now. 65 degrees Sarasota, 64 Lakewood Ranch, Bradenton at 63. Even inland temperatures of Wauchula and Arcadia coming in the 60s at 62. Forecast for today calls for a daytime high in the upper 70s. And as I mentioned, those rain chances will be increasing throughout the morning into the afternoon when they'll max out at about 60%. We'll have the complete forecast for the next several days coming up in just a few. Back to you.
All right, talk to you soon. Thank you, John. It'll build up there on 301 southbound as you head away from Whitfield and head down south towards Sarasota County. Let's check the Sarasota County map now. We'll see a couple issues there on Fruitville Road east of the interstate in the westbound lane. Also Bee Ridge in both directions. A little build up there on Siesta Key. Look at that. Some folks on the beach this morning already, perhaps. And our final map to the south will show us nothing much to speak of at 6:02 on your Tuesday morning.
Our top story this hour, a federal judge has permanently blocked President Trump's executive order to cut funding from so-called sanctuary cities.
The judge rejected the argument that the executive order applies only to a relatively small amount of money. He said the president cannot set new conditions on spending approved by Congress. The administration has appealed the decision. A new round of lawsuits are also pending after the Trump administration separately moved to withhold a law enforcement grant from sanctuary cities. And the Trump administration also announced it is ending the temporary protected status for Haitians who are in this country. The status protected the immigrants from deportation, authorized them to work here. It was extended to the Haitians after the earthquake back in 2010 that devastated their nation. More than 58,000 Haitians living under protection here have until 2019 to qualify for residency or leave the country.
Happening today, Russian President Vladimir Putin is set to speak with President Trump in Sochi. The talk follows a meeting President Putin had with Syrian President Bashar Assad, where they talked about the future of Syria. The Kremlin says Putin will be the one to call Trump, along with other leaders of countries involved in the Syrian conflict. There is no official word on the timing of today's meeting or exactly what they will discuss. President Trump has announced that his administration is now designating North Korea as a state sponsor of terrorism, which will result in increased sanctions. Leaders like the Japan Prime Minister and Austrian Prime Minister say they welcome the move because it will help raise the pressure on Pyongyang.
Runs a global criminal operation from North Korea, peddling arms, peddling drugs, engaged in cybercrime, and of course threatening the stability of the region with his nuclear weapons. So that's we strongly welcome that decision, and it mirrors the determination of the international community on bringing North Korea back to its senses that we saw in Manila and Da Nang recently.
President Trump said the move is part of an ongoing campaign to isolate what he calls a murderous regime.
An update now as the FBI is trying to find the killer who ambushed 2 Border Patrol agents on a well-known drug smuggling route. Agent Rogelio Martinez died after being attacked near the U.S.-Mexico border in Texas. His partner suffered traumatic head injuries and is in the intensive care unit in stable condition. Investigators hope a $20,000 reward may lead them to that killer.
Time is running out for the 44 crew members in the missing Argentine submarine. The Argentine Navy believes the crew of the submarine ARA San Juan has just 2 days left of breathable air. A search effort with 7 countries participating has now tripled the number to find the sub. Bad weather, though, is hampering search efforts. Yesterday's sonar picked up what looked like tools hammering away. However, it was later determined not to be the missing sub. It is believed that a short circuit may have been the cause of the accident that led to the sub going missing last week. It is 6:05, and another day, another familiar name accused of sexual harassment.
CBS and PBS have suspended anchor Charlie Rose after 8 women have made sexual accusations against the longtime host. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has the latest.
Another familiar face is accused of sexual misconduct. 75-year-old longtime broadcaster and CBS This Morning co-anchor Charlie Rose is now accused of sexual harassment and assault. 8 women have come forward in the Washington Post with major allegations against the host of the highly regarded Charlie Rose show.
Charlie Rose.
3 women shared their experiences with Business Insider. 5 of the women told the Washington Post that Rose groped them. 2 say he walked naked in front of them, and 1 accused Rose of firing her after he allegedly touched her inappropriately and made sexually charged remarks to her. In a statement, Rose says, "It is essential that these women know I hear them and that I deeply apologize for my inappropriate behavior. I am greatly embarrassed." He went on to say, "I always felt that I was pursuing shared feelings, even though I now realize I was mistaken." Larry King, a fellow iconic journalist, called the sexual misconduct allegations against his friend sad.
I feel sorry about it. I know Charlie a long time. It is what it is. It's a sad case.
Many of the accusers say they did speak up during that time, telling Yvette Vega, Rose's longtime executive producer, about what happened to them. One woman described Vega's response as a shrug and saying, "That's just Charlie being Charlie." CBS News has suspended Rose, and PBS says they will stop distribution of his interview show. In his statement, Rose also says, though he accepts responsibility, he does not believe that all of the allegations are accurate. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, Washington.
Happening in Florida, the reward has increased again to find the serial killer in Tampa's Seminole Heights neighborhood. A $10,000 contribution by philanthropist David Straz raises the total now to $110,000. The interim police chief says the department has received literally thousands of tips now, but they're still asking for help. If you have any information, call 800-873-TIPS.
Investigators are now saying retired pitcher Roy Halladay was performing dangerous maneuvers at a low altitude before his fatal plane crash earlier this month. The National Transportation Safety Board says eyewitness accounts and the plane's data recorder showed that Halladay's plane was flying as low as 11 feet above the Gulf of Mexico. Witnesses told investigators that Halladay's plane climbed to nearly 500 feet and then went into a 45-degree dive. That is the maneuver that then led to the crash. But blame on Halladay has still not been officially placed. The investigation could take more than 2 years to finish.
The state has announced plans to spend over $500,000 to keep bears out of your garbage. The program's intended to help buy bear-resistant trash cans. Bear-proofing money from the state is going to 7 counties, parks departments, and 2 local associations. The state says bears are increasingly encroaching on neighborhoods to get the trash.
Bears spend time in neighborhoods are trash. They get a lot of calories from trash, especially this time of year. They're trying to put on 20,000 calories a day.
For the second consecutive year, the Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission voted against holding a controversial bear hunt. Look at this. Beachgoers in Hollywood, Florida got quite a surprise yesterday after a crocodile, not an alligator, a crocodile decided to sun itself on the sand. As police kept the public back, the reptile continued to move toward the ocean. Wildlife officers eventually caught the croc, and it's set to be relocated to a more suitable habitat. American crocodiles can be 16 feet long. In Florida, trivia here, Florida is the only state in the country where crocodiles are found.
Yes. In consumer news, Floridians can expect to see a few more presents under the Christmas tree this year. Retailers in Florida are predicting a 3 to 3.5% increase in holiday sales this season. The average consumer expected to spend nearly $1,000 on gifts, and that would be a new record. The spending increase is attributed to a 10-year low unemployment rate in Florida, along with a strong housing market and record tourism numbers. The Florida Retail Federation says shops make 20 to 40% of their annual sales in the month before Christmas.
We're definitely seeing a gradual shift towards being open on Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday is going to be huge again this year. Last year was the first year we saw where, depending on the studies you're looking at, where online shopping almost exceeded brick and mortar. So we expect that to continue.
According to the Florida Retail Federation, the sales forecast would have been even higher if not from the impact from Hurricane Irma, which has left many Florida consumers with less money to spend this holiday season. Well, good news for Black Friday shoppers. Several stores giving out freebies. Bed Bath & Beyond giving out coupons for 20% off between 6 a.m. and noon, and then the coupon expires at the end of the day Friday. JCPenney opens at 2 p.m. on Thanksgiving and offers shoppers a lottery with coupons when they come into the store for as much as $500 off. Petco is giving away a free pair of antlers for your dog or cat with any purchase on Friday or Saturday.
If you're traveling, get this. AAA says this holiday week from Wednesday to Sunday will be the busiest Thanksgiving travel week in the past 12 years. AAA projects nearly 51 million people will travel to their Turkey Day destination. If you are one of the nearly 4 million people flying, arrive early. The airport is going to be busier than usual because tickets are the cheapest they've been in the past 4 years. And if you're driving, expect more congestion than last year. 89% of all people traveling will drive, which means 45.5 million people will be on the roads, mostly on US 41.
No, I disagree. I-75 is where they are.
That's true, too.
You can already actually tell the increase in volume this week.
Can you really?
I've been able to notice, absolutely. So, well, good travel weather is key. And, boy, there's a lot of problems in a lot of corners of the country.
Yeah, there are. The Pacific Northwest looks pretty bad. Florida's kind of unsettled. We have a few scattered showers around, maybe a thunderstorm or two. Northeast, not too bad in the Northeast. A little on the cool side, though, in the northern tier. And you've got some lake effect snows going on. But other than that, a large swath of the country will be fair but cold. Cold. 20s, cold. Too cold for me. I'll take a little bit of rainfall any day of the week. We have that forecast for you in a sec.
Also, head first alert traffic in Puerto Rico is still in crisis more than 2 months after Hurricane Maria devastated that island.
I'll tell you why the company brought in to restore electricity is now pulling out of Puerto Rico when we come back. But first, we're taking a live look at the U.S. Capitol building, where actually they are in recess for the week in Congress to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday. We'll be back.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
For more than 100 years, American Humane Association has been teaching kids to be kind to animals. Those in our homes, on the farms, on the silver screen, and wildlife conservation, caring for the world's vanishing creatures. But we can't do it alone. Visit kindness100.org to find ways to teach kids how they can make a more caring, compassionate, and humane world for all of us.
Once you get atrial fibrillation, you need to have a very close relationship with your primary doctor. Prevention is the whole ball game here, because once you have a stroke, you can't undo it. A year without stroke, it's a year that you can enjoy doing the things that you've worked all your life to finally get to do. You took care of yourself. You did what is necessary for you to be around one more year. And then next year, we'll celebrate one more year without a stroke.
Get the best Black Friday deals right now during the Black Friday sales event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers. Get KBV's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for as little as $24,999. Or be one of the first to drive away in a 2018 Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
The ABC 7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today. Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Yeah, so a significant 24-hour change in our temperatures outside, and that's because of the dew point value, which has risen thanks to an easterly wind bringing in that surface moisture from the Atlantic. Plus, we have a little cloud cover out there, and the cloud covers also help to keep the nighttime temperatures from falling off too much. 65 the air temperature now. Remember, yesterday we were talking about temperatures in the, well, upper 40s in some instances, lower 40s. Becky in Old Myakka had a temperature that was in the lower 40s. Most of us had temperatures in the 50s, but this morning we're solidly in the 60s. 64 at Wauchula, 62 Arcadia, Myakka, Parrish and Bradenton in the 60s with 63 and 65. 65 in Sarasota, 63 Northport, and Venice coming in at 66 as well. So across the country, we've got a few hot spots. One, an area of low pressure will continue to drift eastward, dragging a cold front through the United States. By Thanksgiving, it'll be pretty close to the northeastern corridor, and that'll kick off a few lake effect snow showers. Some of that could be kind of heavy along the lake effect snow regions. But I think along the coastal areas of the major airport hubs, New York, Boston, D.C., I don't think they're going to have a real heavy snowfall. So it looks like those airport hubs will be okay. High pressure for us noses down to about the Florida border, where then an area of low pressure that over the weekend brought us some chillier temperatures yesterday starts to lift north as a warm front. Well, that kind of triggers off a shower or two this morning coming up at us from the south of the southern tip of the state of Florida. Plus, we have a little area of disturbed weather out in the Gulf, which will be advancing toward us, coming at us from Gulf waters. So kind of coming from two different directions, meeting up right over central Florida, producing some, at times, some moderate rainfall, especially north of us. But we get tagged today as well with about a 60% chance of those showers. And then back to the west, that frontal boundary will be approaching, bringing us better chances of rain as we get into Thanksgiving. So good chances of rain today, building cloud cover, and then we look for clearing taking place over the weekend. Futurecast shows the showers to the south that I just mentioned, showers out in the Gulf, kind of coming together over central Florida, and then another area of rain approaching from Gulf waters as we head into Thursday. Total amounts of rain, well, they probably won't be all that great, but we do have a risk of a thunderstorm or two, so watch for those lightning strikes if you're going to be out and about today. Rainfall futurecast through Wednesday shows that the bullseye for the heavier rain, excuse me, will be to the north of us, where they could see a couple of inches of rain in north central Florida. Southeast wind at 5 to 10 turning east. And the forecast for the week ahead is unsettled. 60% chance of showers today and on Thursday. Those are the two best rain chance days of the week. Then we clear out a little bit as we head into the weekend with more sunshine and some cool, clearer temperatures, some lower humidity temperatures. Back to you.
All right, thank you, John. Take the umbrella with you today, obviously. We're keeping an eye on the roadways for any rain showers. No problems right now for the morning commute. 301 picking up in both directions there south of Bradenton. I-75 still looking good at this early hour. It's quiet in Sarasota. No problems on Fruitville, Bee Ridge. Little volume building at the stoplight there on Clark Road. And in Osprey down to Nokomis and in Northport, things moving well in South County. It's coming up on 6:20, and 2 months have passed since Hurricane Maria tore through Puerto Rico, and the power generation on the island is still only at about 50%.
And now the power company that came in is leaving already. Reporter John Lawrence tells us why.
Whitefish Energy pulls the plug on its Puerto Rico project.
We took a huge leap of faith in coming here when others were very doubtful or scared to come because of the bankruptcy issues with the island.
The contract the Montana-based company has with Puerto Rico ends December 1st, but financial issues have caused Whitefish to stop prematurely.
We were never getting paid on a weekly basis of what we were spending, so at some point we had to stop.
Whitefish CEO Andy Tekmansky says the Puerto Rico Electric Power Authority owes $83 million.
We came here to try to do something positive for the people of Puerto Rico and help PREPA get back on its feet.
And many people in Puerto Rico aren't back on their feet. There are problems with food and supply distribution, and even the capital, San Juan, still occasionally loses power.
The barber shop where I used to work lost power and water, and I have 4 children to feed, he says. That's why I'm trying to make money here on the street.
And although Puerto Rico is trying to rebuild, Maria destroyed many lives. The government says the official death toll is 55 hurricane-related deaths.
It's accurate based on the factual information that we received, yes.
But many have questioned the government's way of counting.
It appears, for whatever reason, that the death toll is much higher than what has been reported.
Part of the reason for the discrepancy, there is not consensus as to what should count as an official hurricane death. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast. It'll be a busy week at the airport.
We'll tell you what TSA agents are doing to prepare and how social media is helping people get where they need to go after this. But first, taking a look outside. A nice start to the day. John says expect more cloud cover today, but looks like we have a nice sunrise on the way. It's 6:22.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
It's the holiday sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sport Utility for $269 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $279 per month. We have a great selection of certified pre-owned Lincolns. These vehicles have warranties up to 100,000 miles and come with complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org.
A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Fact. The top 3 Marriott hotels in North and South America are on the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, according to a recent survey of 363 Marriott hotels. The Marriott at Grand National, the Marriott Shoals Hotel, and the Grand Hotel. And 2 of the top 3 Renaissance hotels are also on the trail, Ross Bridge in Birmingham and the Battle House in Mobile. Southern hospitality still rules. For reservations or information, visit rtjgolf.com/resorts.
Auto Trader recently said Stelvio can spring from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds. A segment best. You deserve the best. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Pretty shot there, the Ringling Causeway between the Ritz-Carlton and the Renaissance to your right. Looks a little windy out there right now.
It does, and we have a warmer and more humid wind today. John says we may see some rain showers as the day goes on, so grab the umbrella. A little bit of unsettled weather headed our way.
Help set a little bet here online. Cranberry sauce, yes or no for Thanksgiving turkey?
Yes, but do not take it out of a can.
Tell me what you think at Ray Collins, ABC 7. We'll keep tally of the votes, and also John Scalzi has some needed stuff also about the local weather situation right now in the area. That's our social media pages. 6:26 now as you awaken on this Tuesday morning.
You gave me a strange look. Did you know that cranberries come in a bag? They don't just come in a can?
When you gave me your answer, the producer talked to my ear. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said you can't take them out of a can. You got to cook them fresh.
Oh, okay.
It's not hard to do, I promise.
Well, some families don't want cranberries at all.
Yeah, well, you don't have to eat them. We are in the middle of the busiest week of travel nationwide.
And making things busier for TSA agents, the number of firearms seized this year, there's been more this year than all of last year. Officers had taken 440 firearms at security checkpoints in Florida airports. That's 30 more than last year. Number 1 in the state, Tampa's airport, 86 seized so far this year. Orlando is second, 81 weapons. Agents at SRQ have seized 4 weapons this year. But nationwide, it's a trend. The number of firearms seized has also increased across the country. And TSA is expecting to screen more than 24 million airline passengers this holiday week.
ABC's David Curley shows us how the airlines are preparing for the heavy traffic, including using their social media help centers.
In this morning's GMA First Look, heading home, lines are longer. Airlines expect 3% more flyers this Thanksgiving. If there's trouble these days, expect a tweet. And the airlines are listening. In fact, here in Dallas, Southwest Airlines calls this its listening center, where you hear the sound of fingers tapping keyboards.
So what did he say? We fly?
We fly with y'all at 10, and today has been the worst day yet.
A father with 3 young children trying to get to Cancun. Airlines at first worried when social media burst onto the scene, but now see this as a way to solve problems.
Things that you may not think were a big issue now can become a monster issue for you if you're not responding in a very expedient manner.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll give you some tips on how to talk to your airline on social media. With your GMA First Look, I'm David Curley, ABC News, Dallas.
There's only one national orange juice brand that only uses 100% American oranges. Simply Orange and Tropicana ship in juice from overseas. Only Florida's Natural grows all of our oranges in Florida. Great taste, naturally.
It's just a cough.
If you could see your cough, you'd see just how far it can spread. Robitussin soothes in seconds and delivers fast, powerful cough relief for hours. Robitussin DM Max, because it's never just a cough.
We always come to Burlington to buy our coats.
And we also come to give them back, to help those in need. Can't beat the brands, the styles, and when we donate a coat at Burlington, we get 10% off our entire purchase. It makes buying coats here even more meaningful. Bring in your coats!
Traffic is backed up. There's an accident on the freeway that hasn't been cleared yet.
When heartburn hits, fight back fast with Tums Smoothies. It starts dissolving the instant it touches your tongue and neutralizes stomach acid at the source. Smoothies, only from Tums.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
The biggest shopping day of the year is here, and Sunset Fiat of Sarasota invites you to experience the ultimate LBD. Long, beautiful drive, of course, because no matter which model you try on, the Fiat 500, the 500X, the 500L, or the gorgeous Fiat Spider, you're going to love the way you look and feel in your new Fiat. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Black Friday sales event going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income from television host and three-time author Josh Melberg has been released. This book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we are about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-307-2040 now, and you'll receive a free copy of Josh Melberg's book, Next Gen Annuity Strategies Revealed. As a bonus, we'll also send you the #1 mistakes retirees are making with their investments today, and a free DVD on how you can get up to 33% more income in retirement. Call 800-307-2040 to have your free information kit rushed to your door. Again, that's 800-307-2040.
This holiday season, share the greatest gift of all, peace of mind. Subaru is rated the safest and most dependable automotive brand, and all Subaru models with eyesight are a 2017 IIHS top safety pick. Now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most award-winning small SUV, a new Subaru Forester, for just $219 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery? Sure. We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. It turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
When severe weather strikes, trust ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, a body is found in the woods in eastern Manatee County. We'll tell you why deputies say the death is considered suspicious.
Plus, an inside look at a new marijuana dispensary in southern Hillsborough County.
And we'll tell you why free turkeys are being handed out this morning for over 6,000 families around Sarasota County. Your Suncoast News starts right now.
Live from the ABC7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Oh, nice. Pretty shot there of the skyline, the palm trees in the foreground on Bradenton's Riverwalk.
A nice place to take a stroll, although I understand today, if you'll be out and about, you're going to probably want to bring an umbrella.
Yeah, Tuesday and Thursday, of all things. Thursday. Thanksgiving.
I know. Well, you know what? That means you just sit inside, watch football, and eat. It really could be worse.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
Maybe it'll get me out of the turkey trot that morning. Welcome back. I am Stephanie Roberts.
I'm Ray Collins. Also milder out there. John Scalzi, about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday at this time.
Indeed it is. A little bit more humidity in the atmosphere. Showers on the way and a little bit of cloud cover rolling in. Richard in Northport comes in with a 60-degree temperature. Remember, yesterday we were talking about temperatures in the 50s at this hour. A lot of places in the 40s, so significant warm-up. Radar right now showing 2 distinct masses of showers. One coming up from South Florida. That's a warm front lifting back north. And 2, a little disturbance out in Gulf waters heading this way. The 2 of them are going to team up, bringing us good chances of rainfall, especially as we head into the late morning and into the afternoon. You can see the cloud cover kind of spilling over the area, bringing us some temperatures that probably aren't going to fall off much more than where they are right now. 62 Wauchula, Arcadia, Myakka, Lakewood Ranch at 64, so is Bradenton Parish coming in at 64, Venice at 66, and Sarasota at 65. Look for a daytime high in the mid to upper 70s, and our rain chance solid 60% today. Complete forecast details in a few.
Checking first alert traffic now. Some increased congestion on 301, mostly in the southbound lanes as you head south towards Sarasota County. Speaking of which, here's the upper half of Sarasota County. You'll see some issues there on University as you leave Lakewood Ranch. Also, as you approach 301, Clark Road in the westbound lane over the Honore area. South County, though, all clear right now at 6:34 on your Tuesday morning.
Topping our news this half hour, we are getting an inside look at a facility growing medical marijuana just north of the Suncoast.
Alt Med planting their first cannabis seeds now at their new facility in Apollo Beach. Our Jess Dowdra takes us inside.
This large green warehouse sits on Route 41 in Apollo Beach. What used to be an old tomato packing facility is now a hub for growing medical marijuana.
The process start to finish will be about 4 months.
That timetable starts now. These seeds were just planted at the AltMed Florida facility.
By starting with seed, we're making sure that we're not bringing plants in from the outside that may have disease or some other issues.
In another month, once the plants reach seedling size, they'll be transferred here to what CEO John Tipton calls the veg room.
We'll house about 1,200 mature plants.
Once those plants are about 4 feet tall, they'll be in this flower room with 150 lights beaming down on them every day. Once they bud, the company can extract the oil.
From there, we'll make our medicines, whether it be vape pens or transdermal patches or inhalers, creams. That will all be made here.
By March 2018, those products will be ready and available here on the Suncoast. Each and every year from here on out, this one plant alone will be able to produce at least 10,000 pounds of medical marijuana a year.
You can see in this room there are security cameras everywhere.
Security is tight at the facility. Each employee will be vetted and must pass a level 2 background check.
So there are security cameras everywhere you go. Our employees will have pocketless uniforms so that they can't carry anything out in their pockets.
And out front, you'll be met by a security guard with access to 24/7 surveillance. Jess Dowdrick, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
New this morning, a grizzly find in eastern Manatee County. A body was found in Mayaca City. It was in the 5600 block of Verna Bethany Road, and deputies say the death appears to be suspicious. The man's identity has not been released. The death is only being ruled suspicious until an autopsy is done. We'll have more on the story as it develops here on ABC7.
An update now on a story we've been following for you here on ABC7. One of 3 men convicted in the 2015 fatal shootings of Contral Brooks and his girlfriend, Esther Deneus, has been sentenced to life in prison. Trena Nombre was found guilty on 2 counts of first-degree murder in September and sentenced to 3 life sentences yesterday. The couple's 5 children were in the home at the time, and this incident was all caught on security video. Nombre is one of 3 suspects indicted on the same charges. All 3 have since been convicted of murder. Therese Jones took a plea deal back in May, agreeing to testify against the other 2 in exchange for 25 years in prison. And Jimmy McNear was found guilty earlier this month and faces up to life in prison, but his sentencing date has not yet been set.
An arrest has been made for burglaries at 2 Sarasota businesses. This is Mark Simpson, charged in connection to the break-ins and theft of 2 vehicles and over $30,000 worth of equipment. This surveillance video allegedly shows Simpson using a contractor's van to ram the doors of the businesses. 2 of the company's vans were broken into, and a 3rd is now missing.
An update on a serious crash yesterday in the parking lot of an Osprey Walmart. Investigators say an 86-year-old woman in a Toyota Camry hit the gas pedal instead of the brake near the post office, drove through several bushes before hitting a Toyota Prius and then rolling several times. Both drivers were taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital with serious injuries. The elderly woman was later charged with careless driving. For more updates on all local and breaking news, you can download the latest version of our news app. iPhone users, go to the App Store and re-download the app. This is a new version. Search for WWSB or My Suncoast. Android users will get this update automatically.
Major improvements are on the way to the city of Venice's drinking water system. The majority of those pipes were installed in the 1950s and are now starting to need to be replaced. But this is leading to a concern from some of the residents about boil water advisories and specifically how residents are informed. One woman says she wasn't told of a recent advisory beforehand.
I would get the door hanger that the boil order had been rescinded, and I never got the original one to boil the order.
Well, the city suggests residents sign up for their Code Red system. It's a free automated call that will advise residents when they should boil their water.
Happening today, Northport's Canine Club Dog Park will be closed to be treated for ants. The city's hoping to reopen the park on Appomattox Boulevard on Wednesday in time for the Thanksgiving holiday. The Canine Club has been one of the city's most popular parks since its opening in 2010. For more information on park hours, you can contact the Parks and Recreation Division.
Happening today, in fact, this morning, the All Faiths Food Bank will give out over 6,000 frozen turkeys for free. The group is hoping to serve 26,000 people with all those turkeys across the region. Distribution starts at 11 a.m. at Roberts Arena on Fruitville Road in Sarasota. For more information on how this group and how you can still help this holiday season, go to allfaithsfoodbank.org. Nice offer.
And the beginning of the giving season, of course, as we go through the month of December. You know there'll be a lot of people looking for donations and help, so keep that in mind.
Indeed, it is the season of giving. Fresh or frozen turkey? What do you think?
I bought frozen with fingers crossed it's thawing in the fridge.
Oh,
because it was a big one.
Oh, when did you start?
What did I start? How much did I buy? When did I start? I bought it frozen as a rock on Sunday.
Yes.
And it's in the outdoor fridge.
Okay.
So we'll have to check this tomorrow. I'll report back.
Well, all right. You don't want turkey sickles.
You don't.
No good.
You don't.
Nobody's happy about that. Yeah, so we have some changing weather over the course of the next several days, and it looks like maybe, I know you were planning on some, maybe some lanai dining.
Yeah, the kids, send them out.
Yeah, well,
I want them in my house.
We'll see. You may have to send them out with umbrellas and raincoats, but we'll see. We'll talk about that forecast in a sec.
All right, coming up, we'll have your first alert. Traffic as well. And then holiday stress can affect all of us.
We'll tell you what you can do to manage it when we come back. But first, here's a shot from outside. A beautiful shot of downtown Sarasota over the Rosemary District. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7.
When evaluating the Alfa Romeo Stelvio, Car and Driver magazine said every crossover should be this good to drive. We agree. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
I am the resident district manager on the FAU campus for Chartwell. Whenever I see Haley, I do not see a person with a disability. I see a person with extraordinary abilities. Haley is always smiling. She's always on time. She gives fantastic customer service and is always focused on any job that she's given.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
We've all heard how military veterans adjusting to the civilian world may have certain issues.
30. 70.
If only everyone had this issue. no matter what challenge they face. Easter Seals is here for America's veterans.
Auto Trader recently said Stelvio can spring from a standstill to 60 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds. A segment best. You deserve the best. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
65-degree air temperature. We have a little bit of cloud cover out there. We'll see more and more cloud cover as we head into the mid-morning period, and thicker and lower cloud decks as well. Dew point value has risen to 60. Yesterday we were in the 40s. Very dry air yesterday. Today, not as dry. So we're priming the pump for a few scattered showers around. And in fact, we'll see that 60-degree dew point or even higher right straight through the next 4 or 5 days with rain chances each and every day. East wind comes in at about 10, still kind of breezy. High pressure moving into the Atlantic. A frontal boundary that moved through over the weekend and brought us those chilly temperatures yesterday, sunk to the south, now lifting back north as a warm front. That'll be round number 1 of showers. That'll be today. Tomorrow, a few scattered showers around, and then round number 2 in the form of this frontal boundary sinking southward for Thanksgiving Day. So we're watching the warm front lift north today, helping to destabilize our atmosphere, and an area of low pressure built on it to produce a scattered shower or two across the region. Then the front approaches Thanksgiving Day, and that will bring us a chance of rainfall, yes, but it will also allow that front to continue sinking southward, clearing the state of Florida on Friday and clearing it all out. So the weekend looks like it's going to be very nice indeed, with a lot of sunshine around. Cloud cover will be gone, rain chances will be gone, and temperatures will be slightly cooler and very refreshing. So some nice, at least half of the weekend looks like is going to be very nice indeed. Good rain chance today, building cloud cover across the region. And then we'll have rain chances each and every day until the weekend when that front finally comes through. Watch the RPM computer model. Put it into motion. Showers down to our south, lifting north. An area of disturbed weather heading toward the east. The two kind of team up together, mostly in North Florida. And then a second line of showers comes our way on Thanksgiving Day. Again, mostly in North Florida. Here's the situation through tomorrow, and you can see the bullseye of the heaviest rainfall, 2-inch plus rainfalls, is in North Florida. For us, though, we still have a chance of some showers around here in the vicinity of about a ½ an inch to an inch of rainfall possible through tomorrow afternoon. So it could be worse. We could be in that bullseye of heavy rain. We'll probably see, the sun poking through the clouds from time to time, intermittent showers here and there. Southeast wind at about 5 to 10 on the open waters with a thunderstorm or two possible. And then over the next several days, 40% chance Wednesday, 60% chance on Turkey Day. And then on Friday, I think the second half of the day might be okay even as that front moves through and clears it all out for the weekend. Back to you.
All right, looks good. Thank you, John. We'll be watching for the rain today. Right now, things are great out there in terms of weather, and the traffic not doing too badly either. A little bit of volume there, 41 southbound as you head past Cortez and down toward Sarasota. I-75 looks good at this hour as you're getting out the door. Starting to see a little volume there on University, but Fruitville, Bee Ridge, and Clark Roads are moving just fine. As you travel south past Gulf Gate on 41 into Osprey, things also moving well, and I-75 accident and delay free all the way into South County. It is 6:48, and in this hour's Health Smart, one of the biggest shopping holiday weekends is almost here, and with that comes the stress many feel this time of year. According to a Healthline survey, 62% of us say our stress levels are very or somewhat elevated during the holidays. The study cites financial demands, dealing with family, and maintaining personal health habits as some key triggers. But Sarasota Medical Center physicians say that there's some simple things you can do to reduce your stress levels.
If they find themselves that they're anxious, reaching out to somebody, making sure that they understand that there is help out there for them. We also ask them to keep a budget so that they're not overspending and therefore that stress doesn't come into play. And we also encourage them to maintain the exercise and the routines that we have been working on all year.
Officials say the holidays can also have a negative impact on health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure.
Entertainment news now. Taylor Swift's new album is setting new records, pardon the pun, and actor Gary Oldman being honored for his work on Winston Churchill. Here's today's Hollywood Minute.
Taylor Swift's reputation is hot, a hot seller. Variety says the singer's new album is the biggest seller of the year based on data from BuzzAngle Music. The sales tracking service reports Reputation sold 1.28 million units in its first week of availability.
I've been to Palm Springs many times.
Award season news, Gary Oldman is honored. The actor is set to receive the Desert Palm Achievement Award Actor at the 29th Palm Springs International Film Festival Awards Gala. Oldman is receiving the honor for his performance as Winston Churchill in Darkest Hour. The event will take place January 2nd.
It turns out a straight line is not the shortest distance between 2 points. Not if you use the fifth dimension.
It's outside of the rules we know of time and space.
Disney has released a preview of Ava DuVernay's A Wrinkle in Time. The adaptation of the best-selling book stars Oprah Winfrey, Mindy Kaling, and Reese Witherspoon as Mrs. Which, Mrs. Who, and Mrs. Whatsit. The movie arrives in theaters March 9th. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Up next, your top local news headlines and my favorite story of the day.
Oh?
Oh, well, better luck next time.
We'll tell you how a bus got in the way of a crucial live shot for the Weather Channel after this. But first, we're taking a live look out at the Bradenton River Walk, a nice place for a stroll. Looks like some folks already enjoying our pretty morning. A little bit of cloud cover today. Temperatures topping out in the mid-70s. We'll have a final wrap-up of your headlines and forecasts coming up.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get Debt-Free Now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
If you're looking for the perfect trip that allows you to spend quality time with a family, then discover the great outdoors on an Alabama Black Belt adventure. Create unforgettable memories while hunting, fishing, or biking and hiking. Or play the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail, now celebrating 25 years. And while you're here, enjoy the flavors of the Black Belt. Book your adventure at our lodges or stay in the Renaissance Montgomery Hotel and Spa. Start planning an Alabama Black Belt adventure today.
That is a pretty good breakfast. You're not even eating.
Not hungry.
No? Why not? What's up?
Kath and I knew that Jenny had been partying a bit. Found out she tried heroin.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
The ABC 7 First Alert Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information when severe weather threatens the Suncoast. Visit mysuncoast.com and download yours today.
Oh, pretty shot there, Sarasota Bay. Pretty color sky right now.
Yes, we do have a little bit of cloud cover this morning, but it is being nicely accented by sunrise. Chance of some showers later on today. You'll notice it's a little warmer this morning, too. It is 6:54, and here are some of the top stories we're following for you on the Suncoast.
A body found in the woods in eastern Manatee County. The discovery was made on Verna Bethany Road. Deputies called the death suspicious.
A two-car crash left both drivers with serious injuries near the Walmart parking lot in Osprey. Sheriff's deputies say the 86-year-old driver hit the gas, not the brake. She's now facing charges.
And All Faiths Food Bank will pass out over 6,000 turkeys this morning at Roberts Arena on Fruitville Road. The event begins at 11 a.m.
Last look at First Alert traffic for the hour, and things are looking good. A little bit of a backup at 301 at State Road 70 there south of Bradenton, but other than that, no major delays. I-75 and 41 moving well in between Manatee and Sarasota. John?
Cloud cover outside today. In fact, we'll be seeing cloud cover all day long. Now, you won't necessarily be seeing rain all day long, but there is a good chance of seeing a shower or two poking through some of those clouds throughout the day today. Same thing on Thursday, and then an isolated shower or two Wednesday and Friday. Friday, the front comes through and clears it all out, so the weekend looks great.
Well, here we go. Crowds in Atlanta had a blast on Monday watching the implosion of the massive Georgia Dome, but a camera crew recording the event exploded with frustration when a city bus pulled in front at the worst possible moment.
Oh, too funny.
Oh, my gosh.
The Weather Channel's shot was not picture perfect, later calling it an epic photo bomb. Look at the road was supposed to be closed. The bus came through. Nobody on board, luckily. As far as the implosion goes, it happened in the background. I heard a great joke yesterday. Somebody said that was the best implosion since the Falcons in the Super Bowl.
Right, yes. Not sure Falcon fans appreciated that, but all right.
Enjoy your Tuesday. We're leaving now with a pretty shot of the Riverwalk in Bradenton.
A nice day to get out before the rain showers. Good Morning America is coming up next.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
The biggest shopping day of the year is here, and Sunset Fiat of Sarasota invites you to experience the ultimate LBD. Long, beautiful drive, of course, because no matter which model you try on, the Fiat 500, the 500X, the 500L, or the gorgeous Fiat Spider, you're going to love the way you look and feel in your new Fiat. Prices starting as low as $13,999 during the Black Friday sales event going on now at Sunset Fiat of Sarasota.
Do you have type 2 diabetes, which requires daily blood monitoring? If you have diabetes, are you on Medicare, Obamacare, or other health insurance? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for diabetic testing supplies at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you. Our accredited staff will handle all of your paperwork for free. And best of all, your diabetic testing supplies are shipped directly to your home for free. Call now to see if you qualify for a meter upgrade and a free pedometer to monitor your daily walking. Use alternate testing sites, a smaller blood sample, and even hear your results out loud. Will you qualify for diabetic testing supplies at an upgraded meter covered by Medicare, Obamacare, or health insurance at little to no out-of-pocket cost to you?
Find out for free by calling the Diabetes Resource Center at 1-800-394-1098. That's 1-800-394-1098, 1-800-394-1098.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on My Suncoast.